Who is Kim Basinger beyond the silver screen? What struggles has she faced away from the flashing cameras and glamorous premieres? And what does life look like for her now, at 71? From her quiet childhood in Athens, Georgia, to Hollywood stardom in Batman and LA. Confidential, Kim's journey has been filled with both triumph and challenge. Today, we uncover the story the headlines never told, her personal battles, her path to peace, and the future she is quietly building for herself. This is the story of Kim Basinger like you've never seen before. Kim Basinger's personal journey. Kim Basinger's life has always felt like a film in itself. To millions, she was the Hollywood star who lit up the screen in 9.5 weeks, Batman, and later earned an Academy Award for LA Confidential. But her real story begins far from Hollywood, in the quiet town of Athens, Georgia, where she was born and raised. As a child, Kim was deeply shy, often retreating into herself. Few could have imagined this timid Southern girl would one day rise to global fame, yet her shyness never truly left her. Even at the height of her career in the Hollywood Hills, she faced crippling anxiety and panic disorder, often finding it difficult to step into the public eye. The glitz of Hollywood couldn't shield her from the struggles that haunted her behind closed doors. Her personal life became just as public as her films. Her marriage to Alec Baldwin was filled with passion but also turbulence. Their divorce and bitter custody battle over their daughter, Ireland, became tabloid headlines, a painful reminder that fame brings no immunity from heartbreak. In time, Kim chose a different path. She quietly stepped away from the Hollywood spotlight, seeking peace in California, where she surrounded herself with nature and animals. She became a passionate advocate for animal rights and found solace in caring for rescues, far removed from the chaos of red carpets and flashing cameras. Kim Basinger's personal journey is not only about fame and struggle, but also about resilience and healing. From her beginnings in Georgia to the dazzling heights of Hollywood, and finally to her life of quiet strength in California, her story shows us that even behind the brightest lights, there lies a deeply human path of endurance, loss, and the search for peace. Kim Basinger, Love, Life, and Lessons. Before she became an Oscar-winning actress, Kim Basinger was simply a girl growing up in Athens, Georgia, navigating the challenges of student life. Known for her striking beauty even as a teenager, Kim was also marked by an unusual shyness. In school, she often avoided attention, preferring quiet corners to the center of the classroom. Yet, she carried a deep artistic streak, singing in the choir, dancing ballet, and finding comfort in creativity rather than crowds. Kim's natural beauty didn't go unnoticed. In her late teens, she entered local beauty pageants and won titles that opened doors beyond Georgia. While studying, she modeled to support herself, eventually earning a scholarship to the University of Georgia. But the pull of modeling, and later acting, drew her away from the traditional student path. Moving to New York, she signed with Ford Models and soon graced magazine covers, leaving the classroom behind but carrying with her the quiet discipline and determination she had built in her school years. Love entered her life in ways as dramatic as her career. In 1980, she married makeup artist Ron Snyder Britton, but the marriage was short-lived, strained by her rising fame and her own struggles with anxiety. Years later, her most public romance came with actor Alec Baldwin. The two met while filming The Marrying Man in 1990, and their chemistry leapt off the screen into real life. They married in 1993, and their relationship was as passionate as it was volatile. Together, they had a daughter, Ireland Baldwin, who became the center of both their joy and, later, their painful custody battle. Through student days marked by shyness, to early love and the tumultuous years of marriage, Kim Basinger's story is one of searching for connection, for peace, and for balance between a private soul and a public life. Her journey reminds us that behind the glamour was always a woman who longed for love and understanding. Kim Basinger, Heartbreak. Kim Basinger's life has always felt like a movie, sometimes dazzling, sometimes painfully raw and often misunderstood. At 71, the story of her journey through fame, love, and personal struggle is beyond heartbreaking. From her humble beginnings in Athens, Georgia, to the glittering heights of Hollywood, Kim's life has been a roller coaster of triumphs and trials. Born into a modest family, Kim was a shy, introspective girl. She carried herself quietly, but even as a student, it was clear she possessed a rare charisma. She excelled in creative pursuits, singing in the school choir and taking dance classes. Yet she often retreated into herself, struggling with the social pressures of youth. Her beauty did not go unnoticed. Pageants and modeling offered glimpses of opportunity, and soon she would leave Georgia behind for the bright lights of New York. Kim's early years in the spotlight were dizzying. She signed with Ford models and graced the covers of countless magazines, her name whispered as the next big Hollywood star. But behind the glamorous photo shoots and red carpet appearances, Kim wrestled with anxiety and the weight of expectation. Fame for her was both a dream and a burden. Even at the peak of her career, roles in 9.5 Weeks, Batman, and ultimately LA Confidential, she often felt trapped in the glare of public scrutiny. Love, too, has been a battlefield in Kim's life. Her early marriage to Ron Snyder Britton ended quietly but left lasting emotional scars. Later, her high-profile union with Alec Baldwin became a media spectacle. The couple's chemistry was undeniable, yet their passionate relationship was often stormy. Their daughter, Ireland Baldwin, became the center of a love story complicated by very public arguments and custody disputes. For Kim, love was as thrilling as it was fraught, a constant reminder that even stars are human. By the time Kim reached her 50s and 60s, the weight of Hollywood and public scrutiny took a toll. She stepped away from the relentless pace of the industry, retreating to a quieter life in California, surrounded by nature and her animals, seeking solace and healing. She became an advocate for mental health, speaking candidly about her battles with anxiety and panic attacks, and showing fans that vulnerability is a form of strength. Despite her efforts to protect herself, the media often twisted her private struggles into headlines. Rumors, gossip, and public speculation painted a distorted portrait of a woman who had done nothing but strive to live honestly. Friends and colleagues watched with concern as she navigated a world that prized image over substance, often at the expense of her own peace. Yet Kim Basinger's story is not only one of sorrow, it is also one of resilience. She rebuilt herself, finding peace in simple pleasures and nurturing relationships with those who truly mattered. The tragedy in her life has always been about what she endured quietly: the emotional toll of fame, the challenges of love, and the pressures of a society that often misunderstands strong, independent women. At 71, Kim Basinger remains a figure of strength, courage, and quiet dignity. Her journey reminds us that behind every celebrity is a human being with fears, hopes, and heartbreaks that never make the headlines. She has survived the turbulence, reclaimed her life, and continues to inspire generations with her story, a testament to the enduring power of resilience, grace, and the pursuit of inner peace, even amid life's deepest sorrows. Kim Basinger, the timeless Hollywood star, has faced challenges behind the camera that few fans could imagine. In recent years, she has been open about her ongoing struggles with anxiety and panic disorder, conditions that have shadowed her since her youth. Even as she captivated audiences with her iconic roles in Batman and LA Confidential, the pressures of fame often took a toll on her mental and physical well-being. For Kim, the bright lights of Hollywood were both a dream and a test of resilience. Today, at 71, Kim leads a quieter life, far removed from the relentless pace of the entertainment industry. She resides in California, where she has surrounded herself with nature, animals, and close friends, creating a sanctuary that supports her mental health. Her days are spent in calm routines, embracing hobbies that bring her joy, and grounding herself in the simple pleasures that fame once overshadowed. While she occasionally appears in selective film and television projects, her focus is on living a balanced and meaningful life rather than chasing the spotlight. Kim's future plans reflect her desire for personal fulfillment and giving back. She is increasingly involved in animal rescue and advocacy, a passion that has become a cornerstone of her life. Beyond that, she hopes to inspire others by sharing her experiences with anxiety and self-care, showing that even those who seem to have it all must care for their inner world. Kim Basinger's journey is a testament to resilience. Despite years of struggle, she continues to find peace, purpose, and hope for the years ahead, proving that life's next chapter can be as meaningful as any starring role. Thank you for watching. If you loved this video, make sure to hit like, share it with friends, and subscribe for more. Don't forget to click on the next video appearing on your screen for even more amazing stories.